Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome again to another stretch along with Coach David. So welcome. I hope everybody's doing well today. You guys are all managing okay with the lockdown. Everybody's feeling healthy and relatively sane, and hopefully you're all looking after yourselves and each other as well. Okay, so for today, it's going to be another quick video, just a quick hit. We're going to start with some simple stretches, and we can gradually build in some more difficulty as we go through. Hopefully everybody will find something in this little sequence that they'll find really beneficial. Try to focus on some areas which I think are common tightness areas, areas of inflexibility amongst many of us. We also want to make sure that with so much time spent indoors this week and maybe for weeks to come, we're making sure that we're keeping as limber and as flexible as possible. Obviously, a lot of time spent sat down is not going to be great for our posture. It's not going to be great for our overall level of mobility. So we're hopefully going to target some of those areas today. All right. Okay, so all we need today basically is a nice bit of space that you can stretch out in. I've got a bit of a yoga mat down if you're in a carpeted area, or if you're outside in your back garden, if you're lucky enough to have one, somewhere that you're going to be comfortable, on your hands and knees, possibly on your back. What we're going to do, first of all, is start off with quite a straightforward one. So we have got to begin with, get my papers in the right order, that's always going to help. Just bear with me, guys. 2 seconds. There we go. Right, okay. Okay, guys, so we're going to start off with some lying knee rocks. Now, many of you will be familiar with this movement. We're going to do 10 on each side. So what we're going to look like here is back flat on the floor, okay, and then we're knees slightly bent or bent up to an angle that's comfortable for you. Back nice and flat down here, and then we're just comfortably going to let the weight of the legs move the lower back. Okay, so the knees are going to rock over, back into the middle, rock back over. Now, during this time, we want to try and keep the shoulders flat on the floor. And just, as I say, we'll go for 10 on each side. And just a comfortable range of motion there. So just, if you can find your knees all the way to the floor, that's great. But don't feel like you have to really overstretch to make that happen. That mobility will come, potentially over a couple of sets. We're going to do 3 sets of everything today. But to begin with, I just want you to let the weight of the legs do the movement for you, okay? So just let them comfortably come side to side. There we go. Right, okay. So, should be feeling that a little bit. Was there any discomfort in any of these exercises? Lower back, upper back, shoulders, anything like that? I just want you to take a time out and just have a bit of a rest, and then maybe come back to it. The next one we're going to do is another classic. It's an oldie but a goldie. It's bird dogs. But we're going to just slow this down. Now, we're only going to do 5 on each side. And what we want to do is when we hold the outward position, which I'll demonstrate, I want you to do 2 big breaths. Okay, big in breath, big out breath, and then we'll swap sides. Okay, so let's just demonstrate that for a second. Hands and knees down, nice neutral back, and then we're just going to reach out. Big breath in, big breath out. Same again, same again. Okay, so you notice there, we'll start on the second side now as well. We're going to do 5 on each side. And what you notice here is that I'm trying to keep the back in a neutral position. I'm trying to have the fingers and the toes get as far apart from each other as possible. Okay? Remember to breathe. Big in breaths, big out breaths. Okay. Now, one of the ways it was described to me in my training is how to get the best out of this is to have a box of tissues, of all things, pop it on your lower back, and make sure it doesn't move or fall off during this exercise. And that's one of the things I'm going to show you when we come round to this again for the second round. Alright, great stuff. Okay, so that's your bird dog stuff, 5 on each side, nice and slow. The next one is called a doorway stretch. Now this is going to be really good for any tight chest muscles you might have. Now, sat at a computer or on your phone or on a tablet, these can become really, really tight and sometimes sore. So in order to undo that, I'm going to risk opening the door. Hopefully the neighbours won't worry too much about my shout. This is a way to describe while I'm looking at you. So, you got your elbow just slightly below your shoulder, not away up here, we want it just slightly below, and we're just going to rotate the torso gently, in this case for me, in an anti-clockwise way. You just want to rotate away from the hand. We're doing this for 15 seconds. Now it's not reaching forward, we're not trying to fall into the room, we're trying to rotate around. And you should feel a nice stretch across here, these muscles here, the pectoral muscles. Okay, right, and then we'll do the next one, facing the opposite direction on the other side of the doorway. Same position, and we're going to rotate around for 15 seconds. Remember to keep breathing, keep the back in a nice neutral stance, we don't want to be arching forward. Should feel a nice stretch here, right in the pec. Alright, great stuff guys. Okay, so our fourth of the 4 exercises today, it's a piriformis stretch. The piriformis is a muscle that lives under here, underneath the gluteus muscles. And it often is really, really tight, and it's also associated with the sciatic nerve, so this can be a really beneficial stretch. There's a couple of different levels of difficulty. To start with, just simply adopting this posture here. So, one knee bent, pop your ankle on top of that knee, and it's gently pushed down and away. Now for some people that'll be enough. You might already feel a really good stretch here. If that's the case with you, just take it steady and just hold that position for 15 seconds. If it's too easy, or you don't feel much of a stretch, reach in, grab the back of that knee, and just gently pull it up towards you, okay? You can have your neck in a more neutral position back if you want. If you're comfortable tucking in, that's fine too. So we're for 15 seconds in this hold. If your hip flexes are a little bit tight, this can be a little bit awkward or uncomfortable, so just ease off and back into that position. Okay, opposite side. Let's go for whatever range of motion you find manageable. You often find that one hip is tighter than the other, that's really common. We've all got a dominant side, so whichever tends to be the dominant side might be the tighter of the two. Okay, just gentle pull now. It shouldn't be a real range, it should just be a comfortable range with a nice stretch. You should feel it though. Okay, right, fantastic. There we go. So these are our 4 exercises. So we've done our first round of them. I'm going to take you through another 2 rounds, and that should take us comfortably up to about 20 past maximum. Okay, so lying knee rocks, 10 on each side again. So let's see, potentially you might be able to get a little bit further around now. But again, it's not about stretching and going for that absolute maximum range. You can hear that squeak, it is a floorboard, it's not my back, you'd be happy to hear. If anybody else's back is squeaking like that, then we need to talk about it. Well, that sun is really warm. I hope some of you guys are doing this outdoors. I'm getting a little bit of vitamin D. Alright, awesome stuff. Right, so bird dogs next. So 5 on each side. We're going to have a go at the old tissue box trick. Let's see how we get on. Lower back. Okay. There were some fantastic pictures online today on our Facebook group with people's breakfasts. I don't know about you guys, but it made me feel very hungry. It actually reminded me to have some breakfast, so that was a good thing. Interested to know what everybody's getting up to in terms of food and nutrition. Not that anybody's interested, but my breakfast this morning was a lovely apple and a protein shake. Alright, nice one. There we go. Marvellous. Doorway stretch. Okay guys, so 15 seconds on each side. Let's give that a go. So just rotating away, getting a really nice stretch here. If you're feeling any discomfort in the shoulder, it could be that you're leaning too far forward and not rotating enough. So just keep that steady and see how it feels. Right, okay, and then the opposite side. I can do this here and I can still see you guys. So again, like I say, neutral back and then just rotate away from the position. Just make sure that's nice and comfortable, but it should be a comfortable stretch. Okay, 15 seconds. Okay, awesome. Right, okay, last one then of this round, piriformis stretches. Let me just grab that door. There we go. So piriformis stretches again, whatever is a comfortable range for you. So ankle on top of the knee, hands through if you can. Make that a little bit more of a tight stretch. Just whatever you can manage. Hold that for 15 seconds. Wow, that's warm. That's going to be ironic if I got a tan during a home lockdown, wouldn't it? Although as a Scotsman, this is about as tan as I get. Right, okay. Swap over, swap legs. And we do the same on the opposite side. Awesome stuff, right guys. We've got one more round of these to go after this. So you can stay down here. You don't have to be jumping up and down. The next one, the lying knee rocks. Okay, last of these, so let's see if we can really go for it. Just take it as comfortable through that range of motion as you can, but you should be feeling a little bit more limber, maybe a little bit more mobility. I really need to oil these floorboards. All right, another 5 on each side. Awesome, right, great stuff guys. So our bird dogs, last round of these. Big breath. Back in. Okay. Two more on each side. Right, you should really feel nice and stretched through the lower back, maybe even the shoulder and the glute, which is tensing back there, and then we stretch off on our last one. Okay, doorway stretch guys, last one of these today. So you got your arm slightly lower than shoulder height, and then we're just rotating away and stretching. Really nice stretch this. Okay, anybody that's been doing Joe's How to Master the Perfect Press Up, you might be feeling that a little bit in the chest. So this is going to be a really nice complementary stretch to that little masterclass. Okay, this one this way. Okay. Okay. Nearly there. Nice. Right. Okay. Great stuff. Last one then, guys. Piriformis stretch. Let's give this one a go. This will be us. It might even be lunchtime after this for you guys. I don't know. I'm going to have a little bit myself. All this talk of food. I think it's going to be a prosciutto and celeriac salad for lunch, which is one I've been meaning to try for ages. Really looking forward to that. You can work up an appetite in any kind of exercise, even stretches. Awesome, right, okay, last one guys, let's just give this a best go, get a nice stretch out in that piriformis muscle as part of the glutes. Let's get that nice stretched. Peace and quiet. Right, okay. Fantastic stuff, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. Really appreciate everyone tuning in. I hope that's been beneficial and you found that enjoyable. Obviously, it's not just available live. This video will be on for quite some time. So if you want to come back to it, by all means, come back and have another go and see, if you can improve your mobility by a little bit of regular and frequent work. Okay, thank you very much, guys, and we'll be in touch soon. Bye now.